Greetings, everyone. This is Eric, founder and CEO of Cubicle Investing. Definitely check out the website at cubicleinvesting.com. So there is a corporation, it's called NERC, North American Electric Reliability Corporation. This corporation released a report back in 2024 where they stated that over half of North America faces an elevated risk of energy shortfalls over the next, 5 to 10 years because of the increasing energy demands, particularly electricity, from primarily these AI data centers, right? These AI data centers are known to use up to, 7 to 8 gigawatts of electricity, and that's enough energy, enough electricity to power millions of homes. And so as a result of this increase in energy, this increase in electricity, the power grid is currently being stressed right now. And so many folks aren't aware, but when Trump was first elected this year, back in, when he was inaugurated into office earlier this year, he immediately began to sign or to implement these executive orders with regard to energy emergency declarations, right? Because why? Well, because right now we are experiencing a stress on the power grid in this country. And so a lot of your big tech corporations, Meta, OpenAI, Microsoft, AMD, et cetera, they have gone before, Congress and have actually voiced their concern with regard to the inability of the current power grid to be able to support, this whole AI revolution. And so as a result of the current power grid not being able to support this AI revolution, this increase in energy demand, these AI data centers that are popping up all over the country. From what I read, there are approximately 300 and some odd data centers that are under construction right now. So it's only going to get worse. And so what is taking place right now is that a lot of these tech companies, Microsoft, Google, et cetera, are actually turning to nuclear energy. Yeah, so nuclear energy now is making a return, right? And so a lot of these tech companies are actually building out what they call SMRs, or these small modular reactors that a lot of these tech companies are building specifically for their own AI data center. Now, this is big because there hasn't been a nuclear power plant built in this country over the last 45 years. Ever since the 3 Mile Island situation that took place back in 1979, with a nuclear where a nuclear meltdown actually took place. And so 3 Mile Island was a place in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where there was a situation where a reactor, a nuclear power reactor, actually had a meltdown, and as a result, it released radioactive gases and radioactive iodine into the environment. And so folks who were in close proximity or within a 10-mile radius of this 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant were actually impacted. And so ever since then, a few companies have tried to revitalize nuclear power, but ever since this 3 Mile Island incident, man, it's always been a very sticky situation when it comes to revitalizing nuclear power. But nonetheless, as a result of the rising demand with this AI revolution, a lot of your companies now are looking to actually build out these small modular reactors that will specifically power their AI data centers. So these small modular reactors are said to be a lot safer than your traditional nuclear power plant, and also they are much more because of their size. They are able to be deployed a lot easier, and also they can be turned on and off. But also it prevents a lot of these AI data centers from actually having to plug directly into the power grid, because they are building these independent small modular reactors that are specifically designed to power specific AI data centers. So yeah, nuclear is back, right? So Microsoft just made a deal with Constellation Energy to buy energy from a Unit 1 nuclear reactor, which is located on 3 Mile Island, which I just spoke about in Pennsylvania. So they are bringing back online that particular power plant that has been sitting idle at 3 Mile Island for decades. Oracle just recently secured permits to build 3 small modular reactors to power a AI data center that they're looking to build. Google just reached an agreement to purchase a small modular reactor. Meta also announced that it's seeking proposals to identify nuclear energy developers, and also Amazon is looking to make deals with particularly Susquehanna nuclear power plant, which is located in the eastern part of Pennsylvania. So yeah, nuclear energy is back. And what's the fuel that powers nuclear energy? Well, the fuel or the energy source that powers these nuclear power plants or these small modular reactors is uranium, right? So uranium right now has been on a tear. So the World Nuclear Association, WNA, forecasts a 28% rise in uranium demand by 2030, driven by nuclear power's role in energy security and also net zero goals. In other words, net zero goals pertains to the fact that nuclear energy is a lot cleaner than your traditional energy, gas and also coal. So nuclear energy is powered by uranium, and uranium right now is in high demand. And because of the high demand, the supply is very low. So you have countries, for example, like China, that are making deals or creating relationships with countries like Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan that together provide roughly 36 to 40% of the world's uranium. So if we look at 2 publicly traded companies right now that are benefiting from this high demand for uranium, you have one called Centrus Energy, ticker symbol LEU. They are up to date. Their stock is up year to date 262%. And then you have another company, Cameco, ticker symbol CCJ, and year to date their stock is up 77%. So I've been trading primarily put credit spreads on these 2 particular companies. But there is another company that's been flying, well under the radar, that pretty much is a penny stock that a lot of folks, I believe, are overlooking when it comes to this uranium, this high demand for uranium. And they recently discovered potential massive deposits of uranium in areas in Colorado. And so that particular company right now So that particular company is called Homeland Uranium, ticker symbol HLUCF. It's a uranium explorer and also developer company. So again, do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm not saying that this company is going to explode. I have any kind of information that the regular average Joe Blow does not have. So I'm not making a recommendation. I'm just saying that this is a uranium company that is flying well under the radar that I think folks need to pay attention to. And right now, it's selling for, their stock is trading for less than $1. Now, it is traded on the OTC, the over-the-counter market, so stocks, trading OTC can be extremely volatile. But I would say do your own due diligence. This is a company that I think needs to be looked into because, as I just mentioned, the demand for uranium is only going to increase over the next 5 to 10 years. And I don't see these AI data centers. I don't see the construction of these AI data centers actually, slowing down anytime soon. Right now we are, this country is in a race in an AI race with China, and it seems like China right now is winning because they have a large supply of uranium, and they are making the proper relationships to continue to acquire uranium supplies, so that again they can, as opposed to tap it into the power grid, they can actually utilize nuclear energy to power their own AI revolution.